this evening. We're continuing our quest for the best record. Pick and right black up with a blue black mechanize. Currently 9-1. Can add to that streak. Put an end to our fun. The pushes deep. Likely we'll get run over. Imbulative. Cut out for the see what kind of creatures we're packing. Will it be the Child of Night? Dreaded stall my timer out. Well, there's a card you don't see every day. Certainly a card that can cause trouble. Perhaps we will have a skirmish. Worthy. Morning, Para, welcome. Opponent cracks Evolving Wilds, finds a forest, no creature to play this turn. Get in with Ballista and Enthusiast, and pretty out in the lead on the board anyway. And now let's see if our opponent wants to put some creatures on this board. 4 mana. From Beyond. Hey. Our opponent's hand appears to be slow, but possibly formidable. That is a huge draw. That is the be looking for. Opponent may be able to gum up the ground, but can they kill the Herald? Put them right to Blood Butcher. It's a little Eldrazi Scion black-green theme. Bone Splinters for my Herald, unfortunately. Alright, they had an answer up their sleeve. Bravo. They're down to 2 cards. They don't have any creature. They have Smothering Abomination. Interesting because they don't have anything open for it. They're just hoping to sack it and draw a card. I'm not in a position to really stop them. Some plays. I don't love them. So I could trade one of these tokens, or I could trade my Ballista. Use Fatal Push. Knock this out. My opponent doesn't get to draw any cards, and I get to attack for some damage. If I let the turn pass, he can make a Scion, kill it in response, and then he has to sacrifice his Abomination. Draws 3 cards, which I don't like. It's close, but I think I'm going to fire away the Ballista. I like that better than running the tokens into the wall. Doesn't look like I'm going to be activating Ballista anytime soon anyway. Hi, I was just watching your YouTube video, then you started streaming. Yeah, it's a weird time for me to be streaming, but can't sleep, so may as well play Magic, right? Okay, so they've got Blister Pod. It's like a Kratz deck. Good old Kratz deck. I think you're going to use that leap here. No, my opponent opts not to use the leap here. Get in over the top. Magic over sleep, says the arrogant rabbit. Agreed. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't feel that this card is going to do anything for a while. I think I'd rather have my creatures and my planeswalker. He could find an Antuco Husk, but if he does, Skyship and Tezzeret can keep that under pressure. My removal spells are bigger fair now. Right. So what do we play? It's not like I have a great target for Skyship, but it just offers so much damage in the air. I think I want him on the board. Hopefully he doesn't go find a Reclamation Sage. This Evolutionary Leap. That one does not bother me. He's gonna cycle that Blister Pod too, I'm guessing. He's fallen behind on the board. It's gonna be hard for Kratz to catch up. Kratz likes to play from the front. Finds a Carrier Thrall. Not sack the last... Well, I guess he was out of green. And Carrier Thrall. And Primal Druid. And a... What will happen? 11, 12, 13. If I draw a land off the top, I have lethal through Tezzeret. Nope, not anymore. He drew a Filigree Familiar. Why did he sack both his Scions to play it? Interesting choices. Perhaps he just wants to leave green mana up. Okay, he holds on to the Carrier Thrall. The land. Tezzeret's no longer lethal on the ability. Right? 13. Yeah, 13 is how much damage I have. But I think I just want to go for that kind of damage anyway. I can't defend Tezzeret though that way then. But no, he can't attack me. Yeah, I think we want to do it. Not usually the way I play my Tezzeret, but I definitely want to make sure we're in lethal range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, don't want to accidentally kill my Sky Sovereign. You can die. I remember that Tezzeret is minus X plus X on those artifacts. Another Blister Pod to the hand. Yeah, we might hit a Scrounger, so we can throw a card in the bin. It's not the end of the world. There's some graveyardy stuff, like on a Scrap Trawler. I can take advantage of. Alright, this next leap better be a good one. I don't see our opponent being able to hit us with Decimator. Hit a Smothering Abomination. I mean, that's an aerial blocker, but that won't stop the skyship. Needs a Reclamation Sage. If he does have one, he needs to keep. Comes the pod. Comes the dig. Some familiar, a little more life. And a concession. Alright. Played Kratz, beat Kratz. For 1 rank, it was a decently tuned deck, or themed out deck. And we're gonna take that to 10-1. Yeah, our opponent seemed to have the huge Eldrazi's up his sleeve, but I have to think that there's a Decimator of Providences. I have to think that's what was hanging out. But he never got ahead on board, so never got to happen. Skyship will stunt your growth that way. Thelona. Good evening, Thelona 1. Cube extraordinaire, Thelona, I'm guessing. Is it still cold in Canada? We had 1 day of 60 degrees in northern Michigan, and today it turned back into freezing cold. Thunderstorm rolled through and cold front was right. Reborn Nuts. Our opponent here, Reborn Nuts. I like this hand. Planes from the opponent could be a white aggro deck or a vehicle deck. And it's a Thalia's Lieutenant. Oh, do I wish I was on the play. Probably won't get to tag that card. I'm gonna play the Inventor's Fair here because I'm actually very scared of Thalia messing up my curve. And we'll see if that matters. It appears that morning has come to the UK as Bounce is jumping on. Yep, it's an Insomnia stream. Hey, did I call it or did I call it? Heretic Thar is here. The question is, when I animate this vial, do we attack or do we block? I attack for 5. He attacks for 5, maybe 6. What? Not much. Liliana to divert. At the same time, though, I'm very worried that he's just gonna kill it. It's not like I have a way up my sleeve to kill many things of his. It's gonna get messy. He can't kill it though, we stabilize. If he can, why would I attack? Just lets him ignore it longer, so we hold back. What was this thing you were hosting? Oh, there were some guys, they had proxied up the new cards and we're playing some standard with them. Just a channel I found. I enjoyed it. Alright, going wide. What we got? That's a lot of tokens. And he has a Westvale Abbey. Could be a problem. But he doesn't have a way through the 5/5 yet. So let's pare down those tokens, shall we? He'll probably swing all out at this, but that would let me eat the Thalia. I don't know why. Couldn't tell ya. Anything surprise or interest you? That's somebody's idea of how to use that awesome, what is it? That, like, the futuristic card? What is that? As Foretold. Somebody's ideas of how to use As Foretold. Immediately, they went to a, they immediately went to a Turbo Fog deck. I thought that was pretty funny. Alright, you go get in front of Thalia. Okay, great. Doing it. Well, I'm pretty much as dead as I could be. But, we'll see. It would be great if I drew a Fatal Push here. Then I could play an Aetherborn. Then my opponent may or may not be able to Westvale Abbey my ass. Harvester is really bad here. I have to at least try to draw a removal spell. Can't do it. What's the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need stuff like this, I guess. And yes, I should have for my vial. I think Weenie is pretty bad. I just think he got lucky against the draw. We just didn't pull any of the cards we needed. Henny's expertise off the top would make my night, though. We do run them. Just horrible. Okay. All my lands enter tapped, all my creatures are all I draw. We know that that Harvester gets fragmentized, sadly, but he does not fragmentize it. He must have another flare, but so be it. Since he has the fragmentize, we have to go for this. Yeah, okay, buddy. Alright, now what? The draws just get worse. Worse and worse and worse. Oh, it's insulting. Let's see if you can get through this. That doesn't quite do it, I don't think, though. Up to 8, take 7. I won't even gain a life. Alright, last call for Yahenni's expertise, although now that would leave him with Tenant. The joke, man. This is a good old Mobius level joke. Alrighty, if this is how we go down, it is rather pathetic. See if he gets Westvale me right here, right now. He does not. See if he attacks here. Fragmentize on a token, or on my trawler. You got choices. Goes for the token. Still not lethal. So now I'm at 5, okay. In fact, I go up. I go up to 3. Just can't pull it, man. It's insulting. Okay. Let's see. They all run flares over Blessed Alliance. Is that because of the being blocked thing? It's because of the common thing. The perfect anti-3B deck. Sure. Oh, you got it. I love just doing all I can to fight for every draw step just to have this happen. Just every draw step more disappointing than the last. Still not dead. Fortunately, one of these. About that Yahenni's now. The worst card I could draw. Alright. Am I supposed to use this to try to get Scry? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Is there anything besides Yahenni's that will save me? No, not really. So yeah, I just have to use this to try to scry my way to Yahenni's. Bottom. Last call. You see the new Pyramid Mana Rock. Top. Yeah, I saw the new Pyramid Mana Rock. It's a piece of junk, in my humble opinion. Alright, guys. This is why we... Well, there you go. He runs all the Celestial Flares and all the Blessed Alliances. Good job, dude. You did it. You even untapped your creatures. I'm sure he feels really good right now. Now prepare to cry. Okay, now his Abby's online and I'm at 1. Sweet. Oh! Kidding. Oh, where are you from, you sexy thing, you? But I guess I have to keep the vial up. No. Sincerely. Hey, I fought for every single turn to get these top decks. These are earned. Don't ever, ever forget it. I absolutely could have conceded about 7 times. Only reason these top decks are here is because we fought every second for life. Oh, are you kidding me? It's close. And we even get a card. Captain. The Toppelgeist. Does he have delirium? Ooh. Time for everything. So we can't let him delirium my guy. So we have to do this. Bring back Scrounger. Sacrifice Scrounger. So you can't tap this down on my upkeep. Alrighty, get in there. You get one more turn. I think you guys might get treated to another signature CGB comeback. Look yonder, your deck lives on. You really missed it though, dude. This was a show. This was a really epic show. You might have Blessed Alliance. Give him another turn. Archangel Avis. Okay. So what we have to do is not block. Even peel the Avison. But he has been denied. That is by far the hardest game we've played so far. But we have moved up to 11-1. 11-1. You guys like that game? That was definitely a CGB classic. You just fight and chump block and make it look as hopeless as possible. And you battle, and you battle, and you battle, and you battle, and you draw the Yahenni's Expertise, or the Radiant Flames, or whatever. And you ride it all the way back to victory. Oh, and don't forget to go to one life at least twice. Oh, we get the rematch. Well, now we know what we're up against. Is this a good hand for that? Pretty good, right? But still no removal. I'm gonna try for another. Okay, the Fatal Push is definitely something that makes me smile. I'll need to draw some land. Yep, right on time. We've got the curve into the animated vial, but just like last time, we're not on the... Oh, okay. Switch decks. That or he was hiding. Draw me something good. Renegade map is gonna get awkward. But we'll see. There's Thalia again. How about that? Catch me outside, Thalia. How about that? Ugh. What's the play? I want that thing off the board so bad. But we could slam Harvester the next turn, touch it. Of course, that just loses to a removal spell. We could also run map, push, and sack the vial. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? We just can't go falling too far behind. I just eat that Thalia. Okay, that card doesn't scare me nearly as much. He does not sack Thalia for life. Tisk, tisk. Oh yeah, ever gonna ultimate that Eily if you don't remember to sack Thalia? I feel beautiful. The universe is definitely tilted in my direction. And now he remembers a sacrifice. Now he flashes at me. Maybe he can hear what I'm saying, or he's watching my stream. Let's go this route. Throw the map at his face. Fleshbag says, away with the touch, but back with the map. Touche, touche. I think what I want to do is map. Harvester. What's the opponent want to do? I wonder what they're doing with this Gaia Reach Sanitarium. Maybe they just like having it in their deck. Anyway, here we go. Spin the wheel. You. Miria Shepherd. Some kind of a reanimator tricksiness in this deck. Well, let's see what he can do. Slight misplay. I should have played this second main to make sure I get the discard trigger if he had something like a reprisal. Goes Languish. That might be worth it alone. Ever After. It's on. It's on. That'll do. Well played. Could I have activated my Harvester there? Guess I missed my opportunity. That's too bad. That's rather scrubby of me. Go find ways to kill an Emeria Shepherd if we have any in this deck. You're not it. What would you like to get, big guy? Okay, Eiley returns. Heck? Does. See what happens. Grasp of Darkness happens. Okay. Give me back that vial. We can wait. We can take the draw step first. And then, okay, that's not a walking ballista, but... More tokens. No. Go away. That's good. And I guess I'll have 3 artifacts, so I do want that. Show me my top card. Make it a good one. Bottom. Bounce is calling out some new spoilers. That in a second here. Both sides are sorcery. Heaven, XG deals X damage to each creature with flying. Earth, XR deals X damage to each creature without flying. That sounds pretty crazy. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. Oh well. Thalia. Hate you, Thalia. Go die in a fire. Do I want to take 4? I think I do. Nope. Opponent says, hell no. Hey, I was just about to tutor for you. Been this whole time, huh? Show me a good top card. Nope. 2 lands on the bottom. Gonna die. You two are gonna attack. Pausing me for nothing. Okay, so he's gonna block with Trawler. Okay, so I want my Vial. No, I want my Ballista. I want my Ballista back. That's what I shall have right now. All in the sequencing. I was thinking red, green, ramp maybe. Maybe. Ramp is a lot of cards. But that might not be a bad idea. If you're gonna sweep and ramp, you may as well sweep extremely intensely. So, here's the thing, right? They're both sorceries. So, if you need to kill ground creatures, you can just pay 1 green mana. Hey, we won. You can just pay 1 green mana and put it in your graveyard, and then you can pay the 2 red to deal with the ground creatures. So, it's not like it's completely limited when you use it. It's probably not the worst thing ever. And they don't make Earthquake like they used to. Hurricane, I guess, is acceptable. Alright, 12 and 1. 12 and 1. Who's gonna knock this deck off its perch? Duels probably won't get it. They gotta give us something. They have to give us something. And we said the same thing about Reflector Mage, Eldrazi Displacer, Smuggler's Copter. Art of Curin. Let's see. At this point, I'm kind of out of touch with how they pick cards for duels. I wouldn't be surprised if we got As Foretold. Next up, well, ain't that an interesting hand? Uh-huh. You don't say. Wow. I guess I have to keep it. Is this the way it ends? Like so many things, not with a bang, but with a whimper. Well, if they give us none of those cards bounce, then they've got to give us something. And we haven't seen several things. Yep, yeah, I'm with you guys. There's probably going to be a huge part of the set that has minimal impact, so I do hope we get a few legits. But even if we just get the gods, we'll have some fun. I think they have to figure out if they're giving us cycling lands or split cards, because otherwise there are not going to be many cards. Alright, hit me land. Alright. You guys watched my stream earlier today, or my video from earlier today, you know that we flooded something like 4 out of 5 games. Now Mana Screw has finally reared its ugly, ugly head. If you saw those mulligans, you know that we've only seen 2 lands between 4 hands. And only one of those was a Renegade map, and that would have been a 1-lander with the map, so that's not a big deal either. Blue God seems worse in practice. Have you been practicing with it? I mean, I don't care very much if I'm swinging with it. I just want him to sit over there and draw cards until he's ready to do something different. Not to mention, who cares if you tutelage your opponent? Alright, let's get you out. So I want that scry, but this guy is probably gonna die. Yonder, this definitely counts. That's why every deck gets 2 losses, because things like this happen. I don't know what I'm hoping for. Just about anything in the black deck kills this. That's definitely one of the things that kills this, and definitely the worst thing that could have happened. Let's see that top card, huh? Wish I can't cast on anything. Living the dream. Wow. Witness the end, you say? Okay. Should have used the vial. Just missed it. I was still reeling from my tough decision. Alrighty. Enough of that. So down it goes. That is the end of the blue-black mechanized deck. I think we did our best. We fought for every game we could, but it is over. And with that, into the aether. Dun 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 dun. And don't worry, I'm deleting every deck when it's over, as we are trying to get our way to, oh look! It's somebody who was... look at this motherfucker. Look at this guy. And I don't use that term loosely. He comes in here and says, I win when I got mana screwed on a 5-card hand. What a hot shot. What tough shit this motherfucker is. That's really cute, mister. Alright, what deck next? One I really just want to get out of. I mean, it's not, like, seriously, dude can shove it. It's not a good game, but if you wanna be that happy about your win, go ahead. I just find that hilarious. Did you have to tell me, Eva? Did you have to snipe me to win that one? Yeah, it's a pure scumbag move. Where is that? Yeah, what a little bitch this guy is. This is Dead Roma Snakes. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see, there's one difference. What was it? Oh yeah, Scrounger instead of those, are those stupid elves. Ones that draw cards. So let's see. Okay, Bounce, I went and read some news, and I didn't see anything about declaring war on North Korea. I saw some carrier and some politicians talking, and I don't consider that anything out of the ordinary. Alright, let's pick up the next deck and roll out. This is Dead Roma's deck. It's currently waiting in the finals of the Steam Showdown. I have not been able to build a snake deck that I think is particularly top tier. I can build a fun snake deck, but it's just so inconsistent that I don't really enjoy playing them. So I'm just going to use the best performing one I saw in the tournament, and I want to see what kind of record it gets, because I really have to know. This deck defies logic in so many ways for me. I got 18 lands, 4 Evolving Wilds, 2 Hissing Quagmires, and 4 Renegade maps. A lot of tap land. And yeah, we just gotta see what happens. I really don't care when politicians talk like that. They'll let me know when something bad happens. Nope, can't keep that. Though it had things I want, this has things I want too. We can try this. So you guys got a little glimpse into sort of my life with that last match. Scrubs online beat me when I'm mana screwed, or when I'm not paying attention, or when I'm playing some stupid deck, and they love to send me messages. They just love to rub it in my face, and maybe I deserve it. I am pretty skeptical of many decks that I encounter, but that's just part of being me. Yes, I have to play you. It's the only play that makes sense here. Hello, Avocado96. We're starting over with our next deck, and our opponent's got Lily on the play, so we're already in a place. Rough place. Need to draw an Evolving Wilds. That would be good. But this is Dead Roma's Steam Showdown deck, and oh, that's not good, is it? Can't really play anything here. Awesome. Off to the races. Yeah, Stitch Mangler. Now I'm ready to take a beating. Alright, give me something. Okay. Not nothing. You know what I don't like and don't even watch? The news. Dead Roma would play the 2-1 into the Liliana? That would be pretty surprising to me. And Kalitas. So Lily into Kalitas, that's what we're up against. Wow. So this will make 3 energy. 3 energy that will do pretty much nothing. And Lily will eat it. Bad. I think I'm supposed to do nothing. Bad as that is. Lily on 7. And no attacks. Brilliant. Okay, well, I'm just gonna concede that one. First loss. Let's see if we can make this a quick 0-2. Good enough for Steam Showdown, though. Of course, every deck misses second land sometimes. Of course, when you play an 18 land deck, uh, 38 to 10. Let's see if this guy can pound me into oblivion. Yeah, I think we have to keep it. Leaning on Siphoner a lot, but try it. You know, it bounced on my stream earlier today. We flooded out like 4 out of 5 games, but I still won them. So, getting land screwed is worse. Okay, Kithion it is. Get Siphoner rolling. Don't forget, it was a 1-lander before that, Hanzo. Does that count? Yeah, at least I get to play my 3 spells brilliantly. Try to pull me through. Alright, another black-white deck. Another elf in a swamp playing black-white. Yeah, I think most people in here have kept up with the spoilers. Feel free to talk about the spoilers. I'll tune in when I can. Do you have a favorite, Avocado? Was it you who said you liked the Minotaur? Or am I making that up? Right, getting drained by a healer. Oh, okay. So I think what I want to do, let's draw. Hey, that's not bad. Alright, so that gives me my energy. So I can play a Rampager and a push and a map. Wow. And gain back another energy. Doesn't draw me a card right away, but I get the board. Like, I get to run this board, yo. Seems good. Although maybe I can use this Bandar to put some counters on things and make this Judge a useful card. I don't know. What the deck definitely has going for it is a low curve. It has a lot of cheap stuff. So you get to have pretty crowded early turns with it. Always good if your opponent is not curving out, of course. Although, of course, that last game where that last game, just about the worst. All right, now what? Yeah, I don't think I rush this Judge. Send these in. See what our opponent wants to do. Long road home. Interesting. Oh. He gets his healer back as a 2/3. I don't think black needs any. I think black got like all the best stuff out of the last set. I think now white needs a bit of a rebound, so. Plus there's the cycling theme to the whole set, so I think that they're gonna give us I think we're gonna get cast out. Alright. Level up. Interesting. Black doesn't actually need Planeswalker removal. We all have creatures. That's Planeswalker removal. I think you just like the idea of a clean answer a lot more than, you know, the average. But it would be fun. It would be different. It would be nice to have something different going on. Clean answers for Planeswalkers would be interesting at a time when we have gods, because that card does not handle gods. Mono black is already a reasonably annoying deck, at least on this, at least on Xbox. All right, we got the win. Roma picks up a victory. Did Roma sneaks? And just in case you thought sweepers might get better someday, now we have gods, we have planeswalkers, and we have vehicles, all of which dodge sweepers. Seems like the actual mission is to make sweepers bad. Sweepers and counterspells. So that game didn't even have a Winding Constrictor, and it curved out just fine. Deck does awesome things with lands. The last time I played a Winding Constrictor deck, I think I played 6 games and never had a Winding Constrictor in any of them. Really fun. Not so much. Alright. I mean... I have Tireless. I have Copter into... I have Tracker into Copter, but it's on the draw. I don't like that. On the play, I might have kept that, but this is much better. And I still got my Copter. Go figure. Life is beautiful. Am I supposed to save this for Revolt? I only have 2 Revolt cards. I don't think I need to. How do gods dodge sweepers? They're indestructible. So the red god does not dodge Languish, but that's the only exception right now. Okay, so opponent might be holding up removal here, some kind of a shock, so we'll go with the Copter. I was thinking about playing Aether Hub Siphoner there to draw a card next turn, but I find the odds of survival rather low. Third land, Garrison. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ain't that gonna be fun. What am I supposed to do? Well, that's a good card, isn't it? Alright. That's a blowout waiting to happen. Get that energy and set up our card draw for next turn. They don't dodge Essence Scatter, but vehicles and planeswalkers do, which makes Essence Scatter actually pretty yucky. See, that's the thing. You can't ask for answers if they're too narrow. You'll just be disappointed. You gonna attack me? Nope. Okay. Okay. Choices. Life's full of tough choices, isn't it? If I play this, I get to draw another card potentially. See, opponent might choose to get viciously wide next turn. I don't want Censor. I think Censor is not very good. I tested some games tonight with it, actually, before I jumped on stream. I played a Censor in a blue-white control deck. I was rather disappointed. Well, you shouldn't hate it. It's a card. I mean, it either does or doesn't. And my initial testing may or may not pan out correct, as we've seen many times. My opponent doesn't seem to be throwing anything at me, so I'm going to get rid of this blossoming defense. Right, opponent has made their bed and gone wide. They played a Howlpack Resurgence despite no werewolves involved. Yeah, that happened. Okay. Let's D up. I want to send... No, I just want to get the energy. The vehicles can kick it. I can get all those bumps on the way back. But now I have an energy for my Harvester to gain lifelink if the opponent swings again. Fertile Thicket. And you put a mountain on top. Good to know. Oh, you don't want to come after me again? Okie dokie. Pump you up. I do want to keep the bodies around, though. I could trigger Revolt, but now I don't have to. Ha! See how they run. Go like this. Send them in. Some energy, draw some card. Yep, you get your chumps on. Let's blow that up, shall we? Okay, so he probably doesn't have a blossoming defense. Reckon we will get the Sphinx's Revelation. No, I think that card's too good for duels. I would be stunned if they gave us that card. Absolutely stunned, but I would probably play it a lot when we get it. Pull from the future? Pull from tomorrow, I think it's called. Pull from tomorrow. That sound right? I think that's right. Okay, what we're gonna have to do now is race. I'm not gonna get a chance to put these on the harvester? That's disappointing. Where do I go then? Maybe I go nowhere. Why? Why does Bandar always want to lag up the game? Draw me them cards. I'll try to make it a better card than that. Okay. I mean, EG Halpack Resurgence. I'll get an energy from the Siphoner, so I can use the lifelink here. Let's try to close this game. I think we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Can't quite force a block. Can't quite force a block. So we're gonna leave the Liberate. Usually we get 5 rares a color. I actually have never counted things like that. I've never been one to track that stuff. So I'll believe you. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, lifelink. So I guess the best way to play this turn would have been to put one more counter on that Siphoner, and that would have let me draw to Fatal Push for the Incarnate. But I'm not going to beat myself up. That would have been the perfectly ideal way to play the turn. I don't play with Bandar too often, I'll be honest. Alright, we take it to 2-1. Let's see if we can get a run together with this Snake deck. One mythic per color. 2 colors get a second mythic. 5 rares per color. Well, it is a big set, so there's a lot we still haven't seen, actually. So it's hard to get too speculative, but speculation's fun. So one can't blame folks for doing so. Of course, everything they've shown us right now isn't complete god-awful. I'm sure they're saving the god-awful stuff. I never get to use Sphinx's Revelation. Hopefully I'll get the chance in duels to use Pull from tomorrow. Yeah, I hope you do too. There are few greater feelings in the world than casting a draw 6 at the end of your opponent's turn and seeing them just kind of concede, or shrug, or just look sad. Wow, there you go. 2 no-landers in a row. Guess we have to keep this. And each of them had renegade maps. Well, if we take this, all is forgiven though. We do have a turn 2 constrictor. And Siphoner is one of the better draws you can have when you're down cards. So, see what we can do. Captain's here. And not much of a card. Against 2 3s. The murder off the top, so this is turning out okay. For attacks or blocks, other humans get +1/+1. Good to know. That line that said other is pretty important. So let's make 2 energy. Put out Siphoner and make 2 more. Send the opponent their turn. Like the chance to use full art lands, those would be really cool. Thalia, of course. The mythic per color would be the gods. Second mythics would be black plus white for Gideon and Lily. That's disappointing. That means a third planeswalker multicolor mythic and artifact mythic. Well, some people certainly like doing the math. Bravo. What am I supposed to do here? I don't see an easy path to revolt without losing something, so I think we just murder that Thalia. Way to go, One of Murder. Way to show up when I needed you. Opponents in a hole? They got work to do here. See if they can have a good 4th turn. Maybe Gideon? Tapland. Gideon. That's an evolutionary leap. Kill this now. So I guess maybe I should have waited to play Yahenni there. Oopsie. Could be all out the window if they give us an impossible to code Planeswalker game. Gideon could be that one. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing that leaves me, resting assured that they can code that Gideon. Nothing at all. Bring the pain. Would be a 4/4 Yahenni if I waited, but my opponent would get to evolutionary leap. But if they played the implement, they wouldn't. So that was probably a mistake. Probably a mistake on my part. Sorry, people. You misplaced this. And then you have games like this where the 18 land deck draws 7 lands. Question the meaning of it all. An emblem that prevents losing seems like a stainless nightmare. I mean, I don't know. Guess we'll put him to the test, right? Judge with nothing with counters on it. Renegade map, no value. Our opponent with a 1st striker. What are we supposed to do? Supposed to send the Quagmire, he blocks it, he goes to 2? I don't think so. Maybe we play the Judge for no love. But no, we can use the Quagmire to do that. Put counters on Yahenni. Then next turn we can Judge and at least draw a card? I think that'll do. Okay. Would have loved to draw just some sacrificial lamb of a creature, but as it is. Oh, I should have tapped it to activate itself. Weird habit. Weird practice. Not that I need the mana. We've never had an effect like that in Duels games, have we? No, not that I know of. Nothing like a Platinum Angel. Wasn't there a Mythic Angel? Exquisite Archangel? I mean, at least let's not write it off yet. Maybe they can do it. We'll see. We'll definitely find out when the time is right. Renegade map. I think I'm gonna hold this Evolving Wilds in case we draw Tireless Tracker. That's one of our decent draws off the top. And what can our opponent do? They're gonna draw a card and gain some life. Do they have something to play? They have the Rallier. They triggered the Revolt, so they back something of 2 or less. The Knight, perhaps? White Orchid? Oh, the Captain. And now the Life Crafter. So the Humans deck is starting to find its... Certainly has enough ammo there to survive another turn. We've still got Siphoner running his mouth. This attack starts getting ugly. Either Hub plus Life Crafter. Yeah, that's certainly AI game right there. I think we'll get this out. Maybe hold on to this Judge. We might draw a better way to... Do I send in Yahenni? What would I sacrifice to make you indestructible? I sacrifice the Siphoner? Do I hang on to that because that's my card? I think I sacrifice the Constrictor. Sacrifice the Harvester. Harvester can win me the game. This is pretty tough. More cards to win. Yeah, I think I may. My opponent has the Human with lifelink. He's right back in this. I don't think I can attack. But this is gonna get dicey. He's gonna gum up the ground. That Harvester carry the show. There's something to block it at least one. A lot of cards stacked up on that Siphoner, so it can find us what we need. And the land. Shh. Say this first. Then I can send in. Jeez, oh Pete. Do I send this one? Could have the lifelink Human. If he does, he can gain a lot of life. It says sacrifice another creature. It can't sacrifice to itself. I'm not sure if I'm quite doing this right. He pauses. Going for that. He's going for that. Sure. I tried to respond to it. It wouldn't let me. I tried to respond with the push so that he'd only have a 3/3. Does he have Blossoming Defense? Maybe he's thinking evolution. I think I'll use an energy here since we're on an odd number, and our opponent could just punk us out. What's this? Not what I would have expected to play against. My opponent gets an Anointer of Champions. Best rate of return, for sure. Got him at 3, and he has to figure out a solution to the Air Force. Forest, Anointer of Champions. The whole hand. There's nothing to stop the Harvester. He better use Leap on his turn to try to find something, but maybe you can try to dig for an Avacyn here? I mean, guys, this is an 18 land deck. 18 lands. Remember how we couldn't even hit our 3rd land drop for 2 or 3 games? Magic. God bless you, Magic. Yep, going big. Too little, too late. The Harvester will do what a Harvester does. Get over the top. And take down win number 3. 3-1. Sometimes you just gotta battle for the air. You know, of all the Magic, all the creature abilities ever made, flying has to be the best, right? It's just the best. I mean, there might be others that are legit more powerful. Double Strike, Annihilator. But, man, flying is so cool. Like, from the beginning, we had creatures with flying. They just fly over and kill the opponent. It's awesome. No land. 1 land. I guess I have to keep this, though. Gonna copter and 2 pushes, but it's so slow. Banding, hexproof. You mean cannot be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. Slowest hand. This is the kind of hand that you just have those nightmares about when you see a mana base that includes like 4 Renegade maps, 4 Evolving Wilds, 18 land. This is it. This is what everybody fears. Now let's see if we can battle through it and win anyway, because if so, we will have a Star Wars. Comes the captain. The land. Okay. So, I don't think I play the copter here. Put out the constrictor. Force my opponent to get around. Step up. Long time no see. How are you? Omniac Stream. That would require Echo. Echo's a good card. A good ability for its time. Although, more of a pain in the ass. Is this the same opponent? I believe it is. This is the same opponent. Okay. Drawing now, aren't we? I want a bigger board. Get Nissa out now. It kind of gives away the show, doesn't it? I like Nissa coming down and surprising everybody with a boatload of counters, but I don't have a boatload of guys. So I do need Nissa to start making some tokens, or else I won't have much to put counters on. I need about 2 turns of Nissa tokens before she can go crazy. Cray cray. What do you got? You got Gideon? Okay. Well, that's a message. You can have a plant. You want me to stop being flashy? Come on, people tune in for the flashy. And another weirdo human to put in your deck. Okay, so that's our revolt. You die. Die. I did that in the wrong order. Should have played the swamp. I must be getting sleepy. They don't screw up like this. At least not on sequencing like that. If I end up drawing a swamp and being unable to cast my Gear Hulk, shame be upon me and my family. Outrider in the house. Champion. That's a good card. Oh, need a green off the top. Nope. But it's okay. Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck. Well, Armorcraft Judge. It's too bad, but I can't turn the Hulk down. Oh, you got that Blossom in defense. Go figure. Weird. I guess he didn't leave the mana up for it before. I didn't think he had it because that turn he left Foundry open, but I guess that was just a misclick. That was nothing but a misclick, baby. All right. Gonna thin this deck because I don't want more lands. But watch, I'm almost certain to draw some now. Sorta. And you're back. Yes. Going big. About to go ham. Let this guy know who I am. No, it's not lethal. Am I supposed to block then? Protect Nissa? No, I don't care. Nissa's done work. Yep, you got that guy. Mm-hmm. Probably another bad attack, but I'm not too worried. Got Siphoner off the table. Good for him. It's 2:30 in the morning, if anybody wanted to know. So, if things look rusty, don't overly crucify. Oh, he doesn't even attack Nissa. Interesting. It's hard to turn that down. What do you think he's holding? Archangel Avacyn? Let's say he does have Avacyn. I could just go for a super big board that will kill him regardless. What am I supposed to do if he does have Avacyn? Right play. He could also just be sitting on that foundry. So I have to send a test. And the best test is this here Copter Boy. See how you doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just send the copter over. See if he has an Archangel up his sleeve. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't even crack his foundry. Missed it. I wish I could stay. How many decks are you questing? I'm trying to just run the most popular decks that I can find. And the ones that I'm that kind of represent the season to me. And obviously that'll be a little biased. It'll be based on my experience. Alright, now my opponent decides to pump up the volume. And you gotta get rid of that Nissa. Letting me have one more activation of that would be silliness. You should run white or white-green humans. No, those did not represent the meta to me. You're funny. Some people certainly liked it, but that certainly doesn't speak to me about this format. Alright, let's get you out there. Who are we not attacking with for sure? The Tireless Tracker, he's gonna stay home. Let's send you. No, that would be pretty silly. That's a free block if I've ever seen one. And you. Actually, opponent has plenty of free blocks here. And again, we still have to worry. Still have to worry a bit here. Archangel Avacyn would blow our entire combat up. We'll just send Copter. Gonna hang on to the defense. This format's been weird and all over the place for me. Tutelage is a no-show. I run into that all the time. Vehicles and mono white are most common. Vehicles, yes. Red-green energy is nowhere. I run into it every now and then. But it's a very diverse format, diverse meta. Drives control players crazy. Drives, Brewer's paradise, I suppose. It's just sitting. Get the clue. grind them out here. Harvester, perfect. Oh, we definitely want to play close combat. Is it time to attack with everybody? Still got the foundry over there. If he has Avacyn, though, it's not that bad of a blowout now. Alright. Send the house. Okay. I can deal. Plenty of lifelink, so he'll survive. Oh, that's awkward. We do have Yahenni, so he has to block right. Or else he could still die here. We can sacrifice the creatures that his humans blocks, and then Blossoming Defense, the one it doesn't. Did he hear me? More late night stream sniperings. Alright. It's gonna eat that, that's gonna eat that, that's gonna eat that. Only the Henny isn't going to survive this combat. So I can just sack the plant that stayed home. Now what you got? He's got a Blossoming Defense. Target is you. Well, I got tricks. Nine, 8. That goes up to a 7, I believe. Yep. Not good enough. You'll gain life. Good for you. I will gain much more. Much, much more. Yeah. Feeling it. Okay, let's get you out there. It's a bounce says it's a nightmare to predict stuff, and then you fight the mana, and then you have the wrong answers. It's you're funny, man. Sounds like magic. You're describing the game we call Magic. Alright. Defense. Does have this open. Up one of our attackers. Get busy. He demands to play this out. I'm not going to make any blocking suggestions. There we go. Alright. So, sacrifice this. No lifelink. Blossoming Defense. Blossoming Defense. Should be 10. And our opponent goes to 0. And number 4. Bucks. So from an 0-1 start to a 4-1 position. Green white humans struggling against the snakes. Seems that if you don't have removal, you may have a hard time against the Winding Constrictor. Deep insights that we only come to now in the final days of Aether Revolt. Here comes Green Jesus. swear this is the most wins I've ever even had with a deck like this. Of course it would come when I said I'd go to bed as soon as I lost. What am I supposed to do with this? I mean, I guess it's not first. I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to wait to play green wheel on like 3. I think I'm supposed to get my forest now and start rampaging for some energy. Maybe use that to trigger the. This hand is weird. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do. Roma would just green wheel? Rampage. Gonna rampage. Opponent with the J sleeves and the blue-black. Alchemist Vizzle. Green wheel. Alright, so what can I do? This is weird, because if I hadn't played the Rampager twice last turn... Huh. Let's get you out there. Energy cost to run hub. Yeah, I could do that. I think just having Harvester ready, and maybe I'll draw an easier way to trigger that Revolt. Maybe not. But we might have to just eat some energy with this Harvester so that Rampager does trigger Revolt, so our Liberator's not a punk. Oh, there we go. Okay. I should have played the frickin' Constrictor first. What is the matter with me? I'm definitely passing out. The games, the games will soon be unplay. Like they should no longer count for records of any kind because I am playing too poorly. Oopsie daisy. It's also quite possible I am not, and I mean legitly not good at, not been able to really make it work most of the season, so that is certainly a possibility. I can steal a win like anybody else, but I just never felt like I was dominating at any level with this. With snake-type decks. Yeah, Skygate. Oh boy. Toughness going up. Wow. I feel blockaded. Draw a way to trigger revolts or something else that uses counters would be appreciated. Brick. I suppose he could decide to throw down in front of my Rampager. An anti-harvester deck, perhaps. This is a little unorthodox, but see what happens. You found something else to complain about, Bounce? You don't like Harvester? Alright, he wants to trade. I'm actually going to take that trade so I can have my 2 green wheels that get through that Skygate. That may be a bit much considering this is a Winding Constrictor deck, but I feel like it might have been the best play since I botched up the earlier turns. Nope. It doesn't get through Skygates. Oh, good. Good. We're going for the... Hopefully he puts mechanized production on one of those, because that would be perfect. Alright, no good to be done attacking here, I don't think, unless he tries to gang up on something, which he might. Yeah. He's tapped out. Let's see what he does. Maybe I can catch him. If he goes Skygate, I'm just gonna be like, okay. I think Skygates are slightly better than Thriving Turtles. Alright, I'll trade for that contraband. Can't have him scrying his whole deck of Skygates to the top. Next turn, Gear Hulk will help these guys get through, I think. Oh my. Oh my. Oh no. Why? Why's it gotta be this way? Alright. That's a pretty good draw. Don't worry, we're finding a way through. I'm not going down to this. 1, 2, 3. Not like this. He sure hates Copter and Harvesters. Yeah, the guy's full of hate for something. That's for damn sure. Oh, there you go. We got a chump. Let's hope he doesn't wipe the board before Armorcraft Judge actually draws me cards for the first time in my life. At least significant amounts of them anyway. I've never had a draw 4 off a Judge before, that I'm certain of. I bet his deck has Mechanized Production and Glintnest Crane to get more Skygates. PP Screeps would be proud. Can we resurrect PP and just get him to say Donald Trump.deck one time? I'm gonna rep like I'm gonna attack. Get him to use that vial. You gonna nuke something else too? I don't see the point of that. Okay, yeah, shut the Gear Hulk down. Skygate would have eaten that. Draw me some cards. You are so beautiful. Yeah. Heck. I need my Bandar. Is it bad that I want to make this for the lulz? No, dude, do it. Make a video. I'd watch. I always do. No. Saging a Skygate may not be good enough. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? What is happening? Think. I need more good blockers. No, I'm not dumping him on the Hulk. Just because the Hulk has trample doesn't mean that's a good move right now. There's no way the Hulk's getting through. Hulk would just kill me. There's no way. In this case, that would I think would be pretty foolish. I have to set up so I have another kind of blocker. But I think I'm gonna Rex Sage one of these, but he could always draw another or a way to copy it. I definitely have to get up top in the air and gain some more life. Alright. We don't want to give him information, so we'll work like this. And then we'll hit him after. I need that life with that Marionette Master. I can't believe, though, that he made tokens instead. Like, I would have taken 4 damage every time I went through a Skygate. I'm pretty shocked. I mean, 1 life? I can pay that. Alright. It's looking like we might be able to send a big... never mind. I was thinking about a larger attack next turn. Now I see that was just foolish. That was just foolish. That board is gummy. Why? We don't need to send you anywhere. Tracker number 2. Well, I can dig that. And take over with trackers. Right. Send over the harvester again. All about that Air Force. All about that flying. Yep, you throw them, you pitch them Skygates. You pitch them Skygates. This board. This here is a mucky board. Okay. Scoops. No Westvale Abbey, I guess. 5-1. Coming for Yonder, that's what he's doing. He's coming for that Yonder record. He's got 7 wins to go to tie. So it's a long way off. Almost 3 in the morning. How much more can I do? I should probably call it after this game no matter what. But of course, you know what happens when I say that. Stick around for more. Who we got? I missed it. Well, he's got some cards. I guess if we draw a land or a mana source, this hand is good. So slow on the draw though. But I don't think I can really afford to mulligan. I don't think this deck mulligans that well. I think I have to try. Jethro Tool, rocking 70 some cards. Let's see what happens. Okay. Another 3-drop. All the 3-drops. 6 3-drops and 2 lands. What is my life coming to? Just gonna hold off on fetching here. Okay. Still don't know what I'm supposed to fetch. Green or black? Theory. Okay. I guess that tilts me to green. That if I play the snake off these and then draw the green the next turn, I'll have the green for the Rec Sage. Hit. Sort of. Sort of. Okay, this is about to get messy. I wonder if he runs green mana. Yet he don't. Goes straight for the Kalitas. Uh-oh. I smell Trouble. Guess there's really only one line here. This one's gonna be tough. Maybe the end. If our opponent has a removal spell right here, we're gonna be so far behind, it's gonna be almost inconceivable. Yeah, that works. Pretty good stuff. Well, we have one murder in the deck. We have to find it. Wonder if he has a fatal push for my copter. But I don't think I can play around it, so we're gonna find out. Right? $70-card deck. Do you have one of your 3 fatal pushes? Okay, so what's my best way to get Revolt? I guess Yahenni can give it to me. The Rebels may be needed to get me back in this. The worst card here, Gear Hulk? Either Gear Hulk or Tracker, so I think that makes it Gear Hulk. But it's unlikely I'll need 2 Rebels. Oh. Oh my god. It threw away the fatal push. Well, that was what I needed. Thank you, game. My own fault. My own fault. Took too long. Too tired. This guy's out from under the dang floorboards. Alright, let's rally. Try to figure this out. Well, wouldn't be pushing this turn anyway. So what's the play? There's probably nothing I can do about Kalitas without drawing a removal spell, so gotta keep drawing. The only way. Gotta draw lands or a removal. And not loot it away myself this time. I don't have the mana for that. I don't have anything else I can play, really. This hand is all threes. The joke. It's insane. So I can play Harvester. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I go to 1. And then what? I can go up to 4. Go block. And then I'm dead. So that doesn't work. What can... I don't have anything better, though. I don't have anything better. So I just have to hope he screws up. Uh-huh. Well, that helps me. Does he have a way to deal me one more? If he's sacking zombies. Okay. Here we go. Quite dead. Okay, still dead. Another way? Is there anything I could draw? It's like no 1-mana creatures. Oh, there's a Greenbelt Rampager. That's not good enough. So I need him to screw up. Okay, need him to screw up. So we're gonna do this. Maybe he sacks another zombie. He did last time. Declaration Stone. Grasp of Darkness. Yeah, that's game. See if he attacks poorly, I guess. Yep, that's that. Alrighty. Goodbye, Dead Roma's deck. Alright, so 5 and 2 is where his deck's gonna finish. Could I have done better? I don't know. I don't know if I could have had Revolt for my, I don't know if I could have had Revolt to use with that Fatal Push. Oh well. I really just... There's the deck, but now we get to do the ceremonial deleting, so... Dun 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 dun, blah 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 blah. Okay, And that's it for me tonight. I hope you guys had fun with the stream, and I will see you guys later.